Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday, only here on Top Shelf Oldies. Want to welcome you to the June 15th, 2019 Vinyl Treasure Show. Got a special theme for tonight for all you fathers out there. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so I thought up this thing. I'm going to play all records that have father, daddy, dad, daddy-o, pop-op, poppy in the title. I was able to find about 53 records. There are more, believe me, there are. But there were a couple that I wanted to find. I couldn't get them, but I got a bunch tonight. It should be a lot of fun. Lots of up-tempos, lots of girl groups, lots of different sounds. So should be a fun night. We opened up tonight this Father Day special with the Merry Men on the Apt label from November 1960. Now, the Merry Men were three ex-members of Bill Haley's Comets: saxophonist Rudy Pompili, drummer Ralph Jones, and guitarist Franny Beecher. They left in the fall of 1960 to form this group called the Merry Men on the Apt label, a song entitled Big Daddy, that one there from November 1960. So for all you fathers out there, or fathers-to-be, or daddies out there, we're going to start it off here. We're going to count down the music chronologically. We open up with an early side, and this group is from Detroit, Michigan. They're called the Mellotones. It features Jerry Carr on lead. This one from 52. We go to the Lee-Tone label, the Mellotones, with Father Time.
Well, I love my baby, but my baby don't love me. Oh, I love my baby, but my baby don't love me. She says, I'm sorry, lady, things ain't what they used to be. Well, I went to see my baby and seen her for the very last time. Oh, I went to see my baby and seen her for the very last time. She says, I'm sorry, daddy, just can't beat her father time. I said, no, no, baby, you can't do this to me. Oh, no, no, baby, you can't do this to me. I've been loving you, darling, since 1923. She said, listen, old man, while mama tried to explain. Oh, listen, daddy, while mama tried to explain. I want to help you, daddy, about this loving game. Well, from 20 to 30, if you live right, you can love in the morning and again at night. From 30 to 40, if you still live right, if you love in the morning, you want to sleep all night. From 40 to 50, just every now and then. From 50 to 60, just God knows when. Well, from 60 to 70, you must decline. You know you all washed up in just in the dark. But I love my baby, but my baby don't love me. She says, I'm sorry, daddy, things ain't what they used to be. Well, da-da-da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, bye, bye, pretty baby, bye, 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 pretty baby, bye. Baby, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, we count down the music chronologically here on the 50s and early 60s edition. That one there from 1952, Rare 45, out of Detroit, Michigan there by the Mellow Tones, one L in that. Lee Tone Records, a song entitled Father Time. Now, Jerry Carr, he was the lead. He would later become the lead of the Mellow Tones with two L's, recorded on the Fascination label. If you're familiar with that 1957 release, Rosie Lee, also came out on the Gone label, but that's him on lead for that one. It's our Father's Day special here as we continue. Let's stay in 1952 for this group from Washington, D.C. They had 4 releases on the RCA label. This is their third. Robert Evans is on lead. We go to April of 1952. These are the Heartbreakers on RCA. Their tune's called Rockin' Daddy-O.
Well, listen, all you girls, right down the street, there's a rockin' jitterbug who's got everybody beat. Rockin' daddy, rockin' daddy.
He rocks to the east, rock to the west, rock you baby the way he knows it's best.
He'll rock you fast, then he'll stop, and he'll rock oh so slow. Well, he'll swing you up and down, all over the floor. Then he'll rock all you girls like you never been rocked before. Rockin' daddy, rockin' daddy.
He'll rock, 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 never, never stop. Rock, rock, rock to the tick of the clock.
He'll rock, rock, rock you fast, and he'll rock, rock, rock you oh so slow. Rockin' daddy, rockin' daddy.
He'll rock you fast, rock you slow, rock you high and rock you low.
He'll rock you fast, and he'll stop, and he'll rock real slow. Well, it doesn't matter, girls, if it's day or night, any old time, he's always right. Rockin' daddy, rockin' daddy.
He'll rock in the morning, rock at night, any old time he's gotta be right.
He'll rock you fast, and he'll stop, and he'll rock oh so slow.
Well, he's a
Rockin' daddy, rockin' daddy, oh.
April 1952 there for the Heartbreakers. That's their third of 4 on the RCA record banner. Rockin' Daddy-O is the name of that one. Robert Evans on lead for that. Now, after the group's breakup, Robert Evans formed another group known as the Tops, recorded for the Red Robin record label. We are continuing here with the Father's Day special. We dedicate it to all the fathers out there. And we stay in the year 1952. We had a daddy song, a father song, a daddy-o song. How about a papa song next? We go to Sid Nathan's Gold Top Federal for this one. It's Billy Ward and the Dominoes. It features David McNeil on lead this time. We go to December of 1952, Federal Records, Billy Ward and his Dominoes with Pedal Pushin' Papa.
Pedal-pushing Papa.
Any way you like, I'll ride your bike if you'll only let me try. Just tell me when and I'll begin. A pedal-pushing Papa am I.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You tonight the bar to yonder star. We'll go sailing through the sky. Like Jack and Jill, we'll get a thrill. A bell pushing papa am I. I'll straddle that saddle like all three. I'll bounce around like feather stare. And when the trip is over, you'll know that I was there. So if you decide you want to ride, I will gladly be your guide. Just ask for Dan, the lover man. A bell pushing papa am I.
A bell pushing papa is he. A bell pushing papa is he.
Yes, me. I'll rock your soul and make you roll.
Because a bell pushing papa is he.
Tell the ladies more about me,
A
man.
bell pushing papa
Yeah,
is
that's right. Put 'em wide.
A bell pushing papa is he.
Just tell me when and I'll begin.
Because a bell pushing papa is he.
Yes, I'll straddle that saddle like all three. I'll bounce around like feather stare. And when the trip is over, you'll know that I was there. So if you decide you want to ride, I will gladly be your guide. Just as for Dan, the lover man, a bell pushing papa am I, oh yes.
A bell pushing papa am I.
Yeah, that's Billy Ward and his Dominoes there from December 1952 on the Gold Top Federal label. For you collectors out there, Pedal Pushin' Papa is the name of that one. David McNeil is on lead, the bass. That's not Bill Brown on lead. David McNeil on lead there. This was a double-sided R&B hit, by the way. The flip side was called The Bells. It was a big number 3 R&B hit for them. And that side, Pedal Pushin' Papa, made it up to number 4. Two-sided R&B hit there for the Dominoes. We continue here. I stretched the Father's Day this Father's Day themes show quite a bit, but it's a lot of fun to do a theme show from time to time. And this next song has been recorded by so many groups through the years and have a couple versions I'll be featuring tonight. But let's give a listen to the original version of this. And this gal also wrote the tune. It was also a big R&B hit, and it made it up to number 4 on the Billboard R&B charts, and she was just 16 years old when she wrote and recorded this. We go back to February 1952, Jubilee Records for Edna McGriff. Edna McGriff, and this is the original version of Heavenly Father.
Heavenly Father, oh, above, please protect the boy I love, no matter when or where he is bound. Keep him always safe and sound. Help him to know and help him to see that I love him as he loves me. Then, dear Lord, help me to be the kind of girl he wants me to be. I once had a heart that was young and gay, but now it's blue since he's away. You picked him out from all the rest, and with your help he'll do his best. So take care of him, bring him home to me. Heavenly Father, I pray to thee. I once had a heart that was young and gay, but now it's blue since he's away. You picked him out from all the rest, and with your help he'll do his best. So take care of him, bring him home to me. Heavenly Father, I pray to
That's the original version of Heavenly Father. Edna McGriff, she was 16 years old. She wrote that tune back in February 1952. Jerry Blaine's Jubilee Records for that one. That's a 10-cent purchase with some pops and clicks in there. As with Buddy Lucas and his Band of Tomorrow. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening from 10 to midnight. Probably go a little longer. I pulled some extra 45s out for this Father's Day special. Let's move into 1953 now. This gal started out as the pianist for the Roy Milton Trio back in 1946. She had earlier releases on the Specialty label, but she signed with Sid Nathan's Federal label. This is her first, a song she wrote from April 1953. Give a listen to Camille Howard. Camille Howard on Federal, and her tune's called Excite Me, Daddy.
You excite me, daddy, daddy, just to hear you talk. You excite me, daddy, daddy, just to hear you talk. My blood pressure rises whenever I see you walk. You excite me, daddy, daddy, oh, you got something on the ball. You excite me, daddy, daddy, you got something on the ball. What you putting down would make a good woman climb the wall. Ooh, you excite me, daddy. Ooh, thrill me through and through, daddy. Delight me, excite me. Ooh, daddy, just keep on doing what you're doing. Excite me, daddy, daddy, 'cause you so smooth and fine. Excite me, daddy, daddy, you so smooth and fine. I don't know what it is, but I can't get you off my mind. You lay your fine body close to mine, sends chills up and down my spine. I'm just like a panther who's ready for the kill. Do with me, daddy, what you will. Excite me, ooh, light me through and through, daddy. You keep me in the mood. Excite me, daddy.
One there from April 1953. Her name is Camille Howard. Camille Howard on the Federal record label. Excite Me, Daddy is the name of that one. Johnny G's stretching it for Father's Day, but let's continue here. Let's stay in 53 with another female R&B singer. Now, she recorded on many labels, but she did 3 for the Atlantic label, and this is her first. As we keep with the daddy theme, we go to August of 53 for Carmen Taylor. Carmen Taylor here on Atlantic, and her tune's called Lovin' Daddy.
Well, you loving daddy, Lord, you loving daddy. There are times when you think I'm through. Well, you loving daddy, Lord, you loving daddy. I'm a liar. Lord, in the courthouse, when the judge asked me about your ways, you know I begged him, Lord, I begged him, give me back my love and daddy, if you please. I'm a woman full of sorrow. I'm a suffering down in my soul. I'm a woman born to give it. Well, he's more to me than anybody's gold. I've a heartache down in my bosom. I'm a woman growing old. I'm a loving but evil mama. Well, I've been giving love and daddy all my gold. Well, now I'm crying, evil daddy. You, evil daddy, you ain't loved me in a day or two. Well, now, evil daddy, you evil daddy, Lord, come on home, I'm going crazy over you. Oh, you loving daddy, ooh, you loving daddy. I'm a fool for you, can't you see? Well, you loving daddy, oh, you loving daddy, Lord. If you only felt the same about me, oh, Lord, above me in the midnight, hear my lonely silent plea. May the daddy, who's a good man, love nobody in this world but evil me. Well, you love me, daddy, you love me, daddy, Lord, love me strong till the break of day. Well, you loving daddy, 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 loving, loving daddy, love me strong all night long, every way.
Scratchy 45s here for a Saturday evening. Daryl, you like those scratches on the record, so authentic there. Carmen Taylor there, August 1953. That's her first release on the Atlantic label, the first of three. Lovin' Daddy is the name of that one. Her second one had a vocal group backing. The Boleros backed her up. I think it was called Oh Freddie, which I do have. The Boleros, of course, were the Q's, a.k.a. the Q's. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening. We continue with our Father's Day special. We move into 1954 with the Moonglows, their fourth release on Art Sheridan's Chance record label. It's with Red Holloway and his orchestra. This one features Bobby Lester on lead as we keep with the Father's Day theme. And I don't back cue my 45, so there's a lot of these Chance records have a real long lead-in in the grooves. So it's going to take a little while for this one to start off, but let's continue here. May 54, the Moonglows, Bobby Lester on lead on the Chance label. It's called Ooh Rockin' Daddy.
Well, the women try to grab me every time I walk the block, but they don't know what's happening. All I want to do is ride. Wow, woo, rock daddy. Wow, woo, rock daddy. Wow, woo, rock daddy. And it feels like fun. Way up, the way up on the mountain. The baby was in the lead. Did I have fun? Cry and say a little rockin' is all I need. Woo-hoo, rock daddy. Woo-hoo, rock daddy. Well, woo-hoo, rock daddy. And it feel like fun. Hey, well, we'll rock, 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 rock. Rock, 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 rock. night. I rock in the evening. Rock till everything's alright. Rock daddy, rock daddy, rock daddy, and I feel like going to stop. Rock, 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 all night long.
That's the Moonglows with their fourth release on Art Sheridan's Chance record label. Bobby Lester on lead for that one. May 1954 release. Ooh, Rockin' Daddy, going out to all the daddy-os out there celebrating Father's Day. Written by Harvey Fuqua, but Alan Freed also received credit on that because he was their manager and he intended on playing that record on his Wins radio show for sure. Actually, yeah, he was in Wins by, I think, May of 1954. As we continue here on the Father's Day special, we make our first trip out to the West Coast we stay in 1954 on the Bahari Brothers Flair record label for Richard Berry with a female group backing him up. They're called the Dreamers, and it's a song he wrote. We go to November 54 on Flair, Richard Berry and the Dreamers, a song entitled Daddy, Daddy.
Baby, baby, that's understood.
Daddy, daddy, your love's a treat. Daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
daddy, daddy, please be mine.
Baby, baby, you're so fine.
Daddy, daddy, you can't be beat. Daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
I just can't resist
Don't you know?
your sweet, tender kiss.
All right
Your
now.
love is so fine.
Well, 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 it warms my blood, thrills my spine. Ooh,
Daddy, kiss me just once more.
Later, baby, there's your father at the door.
Daddy, daddy, please don't go. Daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
I can't resist
Don't you know?
your sweet, tender kiss.
All right
Your
now.
love is so fine.
While it warms my blood, thrills my spine. Ooh,
Daddy, kiss me just once more.
Later, baby, there's your father at the door.
Daddy, daddy, please don't go. Daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
daddy, daddy,
Baby, baby, baby.
daddy, daddy.
That's Richard Berry with the Dreamers. November 1954, the Bahari Brothers Flair label for that one. Daddy, Daddy is the name of the tune. The Dreamers backed him up on 3 releases on the Flair label. We just heard the second. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening. It's our Father's Day special Father's Day tomorrow, so wishing all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day, and we'll play more records for you dads. Have lots of girl groups tonight. And the lead singer for this group, her name was Della Simpson. And prior to this group, she was lead for the Enchanters that recorded 2 for the Jubilee record label. Then she became lead for this group called the Deltones, and this one's on Eddie Heller's Rainbow label. It's a song that she wrote. It's with Kelly Owens and the orchestra. Also mentions on the label, features tenor man Clifford Scott. This one from April 54. These are the Deltones on Rainbow. It's called Little Short Daddy.
Well, he was born in March, changeable as he can be. Born in March, changeable. Well, he was born in March, changeable as he can be. Born in March, changeable. Sometimes he treats me like a queen, to turn around and make a fool of me. But I just love my baby. Well, I love my little daddy. Love it so much till I don't know just what to do.
Well, he's short and round. He wobbles when he walks, and when he starts making love, I can't ignore.
Love that little daddy. Love my baby. Love that little. Well, I love my little daddy. Love it so much till I don't know just what to do. Well, 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 well.
That's Della Simpson on lead, really known for her ballads, but she also can do the up-tempos there. The Deltones, April 1954 release on the Rainbow record label. Little Short Daddy is the name of that one. All songs tonight have father, daddy, pop, papa, daddy-o in the title as we continue here, and we move into 1955 with a group called the Rayovacs. They go way back to the late 1940s with releases on the Coleman and Decca labels, but here's one of their later releases, believe it or not. I think it's their second to last release. Now, gives credit to the bass player of the group. His name is Jackson Flap McQueen. It says it doesn't say Jackson, but it says Flap McQueen and his Rayovacs. Maybe because there is a female lead on this. It says featuring Babe Hutton. And this one's on Jerry Blaine's Josie label. This one from August 55. Give a listen to the Rayovacs with Babe Hutton on lead. A song entitled Daddy.
Have you heard about Daddy? Big time loving man. Let me tell you about Daddy. Every little thing I can. Early one morning, Daddy knocked on my door. He gave me some loving like I never had before. Daddy, Daddy, ooh, he moved me so. Love me, squeeze me. Why did he have to go? So if you see Daddy, don't care where or when, I tell him I'm waiting, waiting for his knock again. Waiting for his knock again. Knock on my door, Daddy.
So the Rayovacs, actually Flap McQueen and his Rayovacs featuring Babe Hutton on lead, August 1955 on the Josie record label. Daddy is the name of the tune. Lots of titles with Daddy in the title tonight. As we continue with that here, back to Detroit, Michigan we go, to Devora Brown's Fortune record label. This is the fourth of 16 releases for the Diablos. It features Nolan Strong on lead. It's a song he wrote as we keep with the Father's Day theme and stretching it quite a bit. Now this one from February 55, the Diablos featuring Nolan Strong on Fortune. It's called Daddy Rockin' Strong.
Girls, you think you've had loving. Girls, you think you've had fun. But girls, you ain't had nothing till I come along. I'm the daddy, the rockin' daddy, the lovin' daddy, the rockin' daddy, the rollin' daddy, the lovin' daddy, the rockin' daddy. They call my brother Big Jim. Big Jim's big as can be. Now Big Jim made it twice my size, but he just can't do it like me. 'Cause I'm the daddy, the rockin' daddy, the lovin' daddy,
right, 'cause he's a daddy, loving daddy, rockin' daddy, loving daddy, rolling daddy, rockin' daddy, loving daddy, rockin' daddy's
Hiss and all on that one. February 1955, Nolan Strong and the Diablos there on Dvor Brown's Fortune record label. Daddy Rockin' Strong is the name of that one. First presses for you collectors out there have to be on the purple label. 45 Cat had the blue label there. That's the second press. Purple is the first for that one. So we just heard a song called Daddy Rockin' Strong. And this next song is called Good Rockin' Daddy, kind of like a flip-flop on the words there. As we go back to California for this gal, she was discovered by Johnny Otis at age 14. Now, her debut single came out on the Bahari Brothers Modern label. Was a big #1 R&B hit for her. Sure you know the song The Wallflower, Roll With Me Henry, but this was her third release that fits tonight's theme, written by Richard Berry from August 55. Let's give a listen to Etta James. Etta James on Modern with her tune. It's called Good Rockin' Daddy.
Slow. I will see when the man blow. Now hold it, don't move it. Now boogie samba, you're a good rockin' daddy. Yes, you're a good rockin' daddy. Come on now, up on your feet. You can't be beat. You're a good rockin' daddy. I told the girls all to come and see just what the Sandman brought to me. They stood around with a great big smile, and when you did the crazy twist, they all went wild. You're a good rockin' daddy. Yes, you're a good rockin' daddy. Come on now, up on your feet. You can't be beat. You're a good rockin' daddy. You can't be beat. You're a good rockin' daddy. Good rockin' daddy. Good rockin' daddy. Good rockin' daddy. Good rockin' daddy.
Going out to all the daddies out there for Father's Day. Etta James, August 1955 release, her third release on the Modern record label. Good Rockin' Daddy is the name of that one. It's my Father's Day special theme show. Usually don't do theme shows. I have from time to time done theme shows. They're a little difficult because I got to go looking through hundreds and hundreds of boxes of 45. Some are filed in the right place, others are not. All over the house here. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning pulling these records out. But anyway, let's continue here. At one time, this was my most desired 45. And I got to thank Spence Wooten, the late Spence Wooten, for selling me this a number of years ago. He knew this was my top want as we move into 1956 with this group from Manhattan's Upper West Side, female lead with male backing as we go to Jerry Winston's Onyx record label. It's with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. The lead on this is June Bateman, a great two-sided 45, by the way. This one from November 56. Give a listen to the Marquis on Onyx, going out to all the bohemian daddies out there.
Bohemian daddy, boy, I love you so. Bohemian daddy, I'll never let you go. Bohemian daddy, boy, you're so fine. Bohemian daddy, can't get you off my mind. You're the sweetest thing that I've ever met, and the way you make love, I'll never forget. Bohemian daddy, call you all in my sleep. You knock me out, oh, you're so sweet. You're the sweetest thing that I've ever met, and the way you make love, I'll never forget. Bohemian daddy, boy, I love you so. Boy, I love you so. Boy, I love you so.
November 1956, released there for the Marquis. June Bateman, she's on lead there. Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, Bohemian Daddy is the name of that tune. I had it on Relic Records for the longest time. I couldn't find original. I had an offer to buy a really whipped copy. It played terrible. I said, Spence, I cannot buy that one. This one played a lot better, and it probably was cheaper at the end of the day, this copy. Anyway, Johnny G here for a Saturday evening. It's my All Father's Day special. Let's continue. We are in the year of 1956. How about a twin spin by this female R&B singer from Harlem, New York? She had two songs that fit my Father's Day theme, both on the RCA subsidiary Groove label. Let's give a listen to the first on Groove. Actually, this was her first release on the Groove label. And did you know that she was crippled since birth, but that didn't stop her from having a successful career in singing? And her name is Veretta Dillard. This one from February of 1956. Veretta Dillard on Groove. It's called Mama Don't Want, parentheses, What Papa Don't Want.
Mama don't want what Papa don't want, and Papa don't want what Mama don't want. Mama don't want nothing but Papa. Well, Mama just needs what Papa supplies, a lot of good loving and no goodbyes. Mama don't need nothing but Papa. Chick-a-biddly cream puff, chunk-a-doodly pie, me and Papa see eye to eye. Everything is truly hunky-dunky-dooley. Here's the reason why. Mama don't cry for diamonds and gold. Mama just needs a Papa to hold. Mama don't want nothing but Papa.
Papa. Well, Mama wants Papa, and Papa wants Mama. Papa. Oh, he wants a Papa.
That's the first of 5 for Veretta Dillard on the Groove record label. Song entitled Mama Don't Want What Papa Don't Want. That one there from February 1956. A cool looking promo. It's got her picture, this white promo, her picture there on the label there. Looks pretty cool. I said I had a twin spin for Veretta Dillard. Now, the second theme song here was the follow-up to that record, her second of 5 on the Groove label. Now, this side features a vocal group. They get billing as the 4 Students. In reality, they are the Q's. This one from April of 56, Veretta Dillard with the 4 Students on the Groove label. It's called I'm Gonna Tell My Daddy.
I'm gonna tell my daddy on you. Tell everything that you made me do. Straight to the point, no roundabout. He'll have a fit when he finds it out how you kissed me. And he told me that forever you would be mine. Then you hugged me and you squeezed me, and it made me feel so fine. When you whispered that you loved me, then I knew my heart was lost. I was happy to be with you, regardless to cost. That's why he's gonna rave, shout, kick up a fuss when he finds it out. He's gonna puff, blow, and raise the roof because you stole the show. He's gonna weep, cry, almost die, but I'm gonna tell my daddy on you. Well, I'm gonna tell my daddy on you. Tell how you did me and now you're through. I never loved nobody before. Now every day I want you more. He's gonna rave, shout, kick up the buckle when he finds it out. He's gonna puff, blow, and raise the roof because you stole the show. He's gonna weep, cry, almost die, but I'm gonna tell my daddy on you.
The April 56 release there on the Groove record label. These Groove 45s, they play nice. RCA presses usually play nice, unless you get the end of the stamper where they don't play so nice. But anyway, that's Veretta Dillard with the 4 Students there. I'm Gonna Tell My Daddy is the name of that tune. Johnny G here spinning Father's Day songs for all you fathers out there. As we head to Chicago, Illinois for this next group, they had 2 releases on Frank Evans' Ping label. Their first was a cool tune. It was called Lanky Linda, and here is their follow-up, which fits tonight's theme. It features Ralph and Edward Johnson. They are doing leads on this. This one from December 56, the Debonaires. I think that's how you pronounce it. A D-E space B-O-N-A-I-R-S. The or you can say Debonaires, I guess. Not Ping Records. It's called Cracker Jack Daddy.
Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack. Who's that fella that got all the girls in town? They're selling and selling all the chicks go around. He's Cracker Jack Daddy, jumping up and down. He's slick as a whistle, he ain't no scrap. When he does my baby, I got to have Cracker Jack.
crack-a-jack daddy, and I'm jumping everywhere. Everywhere. I told Mr. Jones and Brother Paul, this is not the way I look. This is the way I kiss with crack-a-jack pussy, and it ain't in local. Crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 go. Crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 go. Are you happy? I say when the grass when you walk in the street, walk on the girls wanna hug you, heaven above, they bring it right back to me. Hey. Go, go, crack-a-jack daddy, go, go. Why the go for him is more than I can see. He ain't my fella, he stole my baby from me. He's crack-a-jack daddy, jumping up and down. You have big red shoes and a checkered cap. A checkered fit in his gold folds, split in his cap. Crack-a-jack daddy, I'm your crack-a-jack daddy. Yes, I'm your crack-a-jack daddy, and I'm jumping everywhere. Everywhere. Go, go, crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 crack-a-jack daddy, go, 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 crack-a-jack daddy, go, go. You took my baby, don't wanna see you no.
That's the second of two for the Debonaires there on the Ping label out of Chicago, Illinois, December 56. Cracker Jack Daddy is the name of that one. For those daddies that like Cracker Jack, they still sell Cracker Jacks in the store. I don't know, used to get a prize, at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. I don't know if they do. Maybe I should try some Cracker Jacks. Got to come off my diet. I came off officially on Friday. Moved up from like 850 calories to 1,200. It's still not enough, but I'm going to see the dietitian on Monday to get my marching orders here to manage my food intake better. But in total, 80 pounds I lost since February 15th. So that's pretty good, I'd say. Feeling so much better. Johnny G, hoping you're feeling better. Listening to these cool 45s. Let's move into 1957 now with a group out of New Haven, Connecticut. This is their second overall release. Their first was a song called A Fountain of Love. Came out on the local Elm label. Was then picked up by Ember Records. But this is their second overall release, which is a cover of the Edna McGriff tune we heard earlier in the show. It features Wes Forbes on lead. This one from August 57. It's on the Anko label. These are the Starlarks. The Starlarks with their rendition of the tune, Heavenly Father.
Heavenly Father, oh, above, please protect the girl I love, no matter when or where she is bound. Keep her away safe and sound.
Cover tunes here on the Father's Day special. Those are the Starlarks from August 1957. That's the same group that did The Fountain of Love. Wes Forbes on lead for that one on the Anko record label, their rendition of the Ed McGriff song, Heavenly Father. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we stay in the year 1957. We go out to Los Angeles, California, for this group's only release on Dootsy Williams' Duto label. Was co-written by the lead singer. His name is Alvin Johnson. February 57. Give a listen to the Souvenirs. The Souvenirs on Duto, and their song's called So Long, Daddy.
Last night when I got home, I had a feeling something was wrong. Beat on the door till I got tired. My baby said, Daddy, you're fine. Oh, 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 oh. So long, Daddy, Mama don't want you no more. Oh, 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 oh. I tried to find my key. It was so dark that I couldn't see. I shook the door and called her name. My baby yelled, the lock had been changed. Oh, 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 oh. So long, Daddy, Mama don't want you no more. Oh, 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 oh. I thought she was fooling the way she done before. 15 seconds later, a policeman screamed, get away from that door. I tried to go for plea. Another chance was all that I need. I begged the cop to see what she say. The woman screamed, take him away. Oh, 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 oh. So long, Daddy, Mama don't want you no more. Oh, 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 oh. Get away from that door. I tried to go for plea. Another chance was all that I need. I begged the cop to see what she say. The woman screamed, take him away. Oh, 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 oh. So long, Daddy, Mama don't want you no more.
Out of California there, Dootsy Williams' Duto record label, not Dutone. He changed it to Duto in February of 1957. They're called the Souvenirs. Alvin Johnson on lead. So Long Daddy is the name of that tune, and Alvin would later be a member of the Johnson Brothers that recorded on the Valor record label. Johnny G doing the All Father's Day theme, or I should say an All Father's Day theme show for this evening. So special theme show, usually don't do that, but let's continue here. This group from Brooklyn, New York, they were called the Cookies, and they would eventually evolve into the same Cookies that recorded for the Dimension label, a couple of member changes, but this song's written by group member Margie Hendricks and Darlene McCrae, and the male vocals you hear in the background are none other than Earl Carroll and the Cadillacs. It's with Jesse Powell and his orchestra. This is on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label from July 57. Give a listen to the Cookies and their tune called Hippy Dippy Daddy.
Every time I see you standing on the street, you're looking every girl down from her head to her feet. You're a hippy dippy daddy. You're a hippy dippy daddy. You're a hippy dippy daddy. Please say you'll be mine. The words that you tell me
That's going out to all the hippy dippy daddies out there. Those are the Cookies, July 1957 release on the Josie record label. The male voices in the background are Earl Carroll and the Cadillacs there. A song entitled Hippy Dippy Daddy. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the cool Father's Day theme songs I'm playing this evening. Let's stay in the year 1957. This gal is from Lafayette, Louisiana. She had 4 releases on Ernie Young's Excello label out of Nashville, Tennessee. This is her first and one she co-wrote that fits my theme show tonight. This one charted regionally. This was a big number 4 record on WKBW in Buffalo, New York, believe it or not. We go to August of 57. Her name is Carol Fran. Carol Fran on Excello. It's called One Look at You, Daddy.
I took one look at you. That's all I meant to do. But that one look thrilled me through and through. Now I'm within your power. This heart of mine's on fire. And I am wondering if you are wondering too. Daddy, 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 you're so fine. I need your love to satisfy my mind. Daddy, 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 I need you all the time. Oh, daddy, 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 tell me, will you be mine? What love can do to someone sad and blue. It dried my tears and left the sunshine through. I've got to have your love like the stars meet the skies above. Oh yes, I'm wondering if you are wondering too. Daddy, 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 you're so fine. Your love to satisfy my mind. Daddy, 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 I need you all the time. Oh, daddy, 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 tell me, will you be mine?
Did that remind you of Hearts Made of Stone? That sounds like Hearts Made of Stone. Anyway, that's Carol Fran. That's her first of 4 releases on the Excello label. August 57 release. One Look at You, Daddy. That's our theme for tonight for all you daddies out there as we continue now. Many of you will know this next song was played a lot on oldie radio here in New York back in the early 70s. First released on Frank Slay and Bob Crew's XYZ label. Now, for you collectors out there, the true first presses of this are on the gray XYZ label. But then it came out on a lighter blue XYZ label before Cameo picked it up. Now, the A-side of this was a monster hit for this group, and I know all you guys know the song. It's called Silhouettes, but the Jocks also played the B-side of the 45, which also fits my theme for tonight. This one features Hal Miller on lead. We go to September of 1957. I'm featuring it on the Cameo label. This is actually an RCA press that plays perfect. These are the Rays. The Rays going out to all you daddies out there. Song entitled Daddy Cool.
I saw a crazy chick running down the street. I said, ooh, pretty baby, why the great big beat? She said, oh, wow, what a square. Don't you dig the scene? Daddy Cool's playing his piano machine. Daddy who?
Daddy Cool.
Daddy who?
Daddy Cool.
Daddy cool, daddy cool.
Daddy cool.
Daddy cool, daddy cool.
Daddy cool.
Daddy cool, daddy cool. Oh, daddy cool, daddy cool. She let me buy the hand down to the railroad. railroad track. They're in a tin roof honky-tonk. Cool Daddy shook the shack. The joint was dim and dark, except for one spotlight shining on two frantic hands that rock like dynamite. They had it cool, Daddy cool. They had it cool, Daddy cool. They had it cool, Daddy cool. Oh, Daddy cool, Daddy cool. Rock cool, Daddy, Daddy. Rock cool, Daddy, Daddy. Rock cool, Daddy. Rock cool daddy in the honky tonk alley. Rock cool daddy in the honky tonk alley. Rock, 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 rock. The reason why I'm so gone, I said, come on, chick dance. And as I held her in my arms, I knew I found romance. Then when they closed the club, I walked my baby home. But now I'll see her every night, 'cause she says I'm her own. Daddy cool, Daddy cool. Daddy cool, Daddy cool. Daddy cool, Daddy cool. Oh, Daddy cool, Daddy cool.
B-sides here on the special edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Rays. Hal Miller on lead there. That's the flip side to Silhouette, song entitled Daddy Cool, featured it on the Cameo label from September 1957, going out to all you cool daddies out there, as we are in the year 1957 now. The next two 45s have similar titles. They both deal with daddies and mommies. Now, up first, a group out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They had this lone release on the Red Top record label. Actually, this 45 kicked off Doc Backby, Irving Nathan, and Melvin Schwartz's Red Top label. It features Collie Williams on lead. Now, this one charted regionally, was a big number 3 on that Buffalo station, WKBW, as we go back to August of 1957 for the students, not the Cincinnati, Ohio students. This students is out of Philadelphia. The Students on Red Top with Mommy and Daddy.
Hey, mommy and daddy and mommy and daddy, whoa, mommy and daddy and mommy and daddy, whoa,
Mommy and daddy and mommy and daddy, whoa, whoa.
I love my mother and my father too. I'll always love them through and through. I love them like candy, they're sweet to me. I'll always love them to eternity.
August 57 release there for the Students, that Students group out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Collie Williams on lead for that one. Mommy and Daddy. It kicked off the Red Top record label. That's Red Top number 100. Now, Collie Williams in the early 60s would be the lead of a group called the Allures that recorded for the Melron record label, also a Philadelphia label. Johnny G here for the Father's Day special. All songs tonight with Father, Daddy, Dad, Papa, or Poppy, or Papa in the song title. So let's continue here. Now, I tell you we had two records dealing with mommies and daddies. Now, the next song was similar title to the song we just heard, but it's called Dear Mom and Dad as we move into 1958 now. And this singer goes by the name of Mickey Tillman, and there is an uncredited vocal group backing him up. They are called the Shepherds. They're the same Shepherds group that recorded for the Apex label. You may know their signature song from 1959. It was called Island of Love, but they're backing up this artist by the name of Mickey Tillman. We go to August of 58 on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, Mickey Tillman with a song called Dear Mom and Dad.
Dear Mom and Dad, I guess at times we all seem bad. We bop and stroll right through the land, but teenage is grand. Us when we worry you. I guess you both will be real glad when we are moms and dads. But when we all grow up, teenage bliss. There'll be no teenagers bliss. We'll simply fill our cup with thoughts we reminisce. So please stay near and help to guide our future, dear. And don't get sore when we wear our jeans. Remember you and Dad were teens. So please stay near and help to guide our future, dear. And don't get sore when we wear our jeans. Remember you and Dad were teens.
Yeah, from August 58, Mickey Tillman and the Shepherds. They're not mentioned on the label, but they're backing them up. Dear Mom and Dad is the name of that one. Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Very nice ballad there for sure. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening spinning original vinyl 45s. We do it from 10 to midnight right here on Top Shelf. Oldie's probably going to be doing a little bit of overtime tonight. And let's continue here. We go back out to Los Angeles, California to Ben Forrest's Lyric label. Have no info on this group, but it's with Maxwell Davis and his orchestra, and it's on a label that says Vocal by Lyrical Parker. What a name, Lyrical Parker. How appropriate for the Lyric label. That's the name of the label, Lyric Records. This one from February 58. This fits my theme for tonight. For all you daddies out there, these are the Chanticleers. The Chanticleers on Lyrics. A lyric, it's called Daddy Must Be.
I saw Mama kissing Daddy last night. All might be a fight. Mama never raised her hand.
Oh, up to you, Daddy must be a man.
Oh, ain't that right? Yes, ain't that right? Ain't that right? Oh, Daddy must be a man. He was standing in the back door crying. He didn't have a lousy dime. Mama gave him Daddy a buck. Oh, try, you lousy nuts. Oh, ain't that right? Yes, ain't that right? Ain't that right? Oh, that must be a man. Oh, 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 honey, honey, honey. That must be a man. That must be a man. Ain't that right? Standing in the back door crying. He didn't have a lousy dime. Mama gave him Daddy a buck. Oh, try, you lousy lot. Oh, ain't that right? Yes, ain't that right? Ain't that right? Daddy must be a man. Well, one day Daddy got bad. You know it made Mama mad. Asking was he a man or mouse?
Oh, but where's he now?
In the doghouse. Oh, ain't that right? Yes, ain't that right? Ain't that right? Oh, Daddy must be a man. Oh, 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 honey, honey, honey. Daddy must be a man. Daddy must be a man. Ain't that right? Be a man. Why don't you treat me nice?
February 1958 release there. The Chanticleers out of California on the Lyric record label. It looks like they left off a word there because it should say Daddy Must Be. Actually, a man is the name of that because that record was covered by other groups. I was going to feature the original, which is that one, or I think that's the original, or the Unforgettables, also on the Pamela label, a rare record. Not for that side. Wishing Well, I think, is the side that's featured on that one. Anyway, Johnny G here with the Father's Day special, sending it out to all you daddies out there. We continue here. Let's go back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for this sister duet. They are Ann and Lillian Story. They were discovered by bandleader Al Brown, and in the summer of '57, he signed them to his Peak label, and they were called the Twinkles at the time. Now, the A-side of their release was getting airplay in the Philadelphia area, and Cameo Records picked it up in early 1958, but they changed the name of the group. They changed it to the Story Sisters. But let's flip over that 45. It was, Bad Motorcycle. Johnny G lost his mind there. The A-side of this 45 is a song called Bad Motorcycle on Cameo Records, but I'm gonna feature the original on the Peak label. We're gonna flip it over here on Peak Records from August '57. Give a listen to the Twinkles on Peak. It's called Sweet Daddy.
Sweet all the time.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Twinkles, a.k.a. the Story Sisters, the flip side of Bad Motorcycle. Sweet Daddy is the name of that one. Originally came out on the Peak label. The pretty cool logo, Peak Tops Them All, is the slogan on that record label. Then you can also get it on the Cameo record label. John G here for a Saturday evening. We continue here with the special theme show. We go back out to California to the Tampa label for this group called the Young Lions. I'm pretty sure this is the same group that had releases on Dot and United Artists Records, and this song fits my Father's Day theme. We go to October of 58, the Young Lions on Tampa. It's called Oh Daddy.
Got me a rod that I can't wait to drive. Well, I jumped in my Chevy, put my foot on the gas, turned on the ignition, pulled out fast. I got down to the corner to wait for a race. Along came a car just to set the pace. Oh, Daddy, 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 oh, oh, oh. With a car like mine, you gotta have the track straight. Do-wop, do-be-wop, do-wop, do-be-wop. As it pulls up beside me, smile on his face, I can't let that joker take this here race. Having them low, driving them high, all up in the road, gonna watch me fly. Oh, Daddy, 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 oh, 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 oh. With a car like mine, you gotta have the track strip. Got it at a junkyard for $30. Put in a blower and a new truck clutch. Got a brand new twin pot, never fold. I can take anything on this old road. I'm wailing down the main track, fire on my tail, laying down rubber, faces getting pale. All of a sudden, I'm out behind a tree, a big old cop puts the cuff on me. Oh, Daddy, 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 oh, 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 oh. With a car like mine, you gotta have the drag strip blues. Do-wop, do-be-do-wop, do-wop, do-be-do-wop, do-wop, do-be-do-wop, do-wop, do-be-do-wop.
Out of California, the Young Lions. Young Lions, October 58 release. Oh Daddy is the name of that one. Came out on the Tampa record label. Now, we heard two versions already of this next song. One by the Starlarks on the Anko label from 57. We heard the original way back in 1952 by Edna McGriff, but here is another version by this Philadelphia group known as the Quintones, and you know their tune, their big hit, Down the Aisle of Love, but this was the group's final overall release. It features Roberta Hayman on lead. Let's go to August of 1959. These are the Quintones on the Red Top label, and their rendition of the tune, Oh Heavenly Father.
Kind of girl he wants me
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Quintones. Roberta Hayman on lead there. August 1959 release on the Red Top record label out of Philadelphia. Oh Heavenly Father. A nice ballad there by the Quintones. We go back to California now to Bob Keane's Keane label, as this group combined members of the Hollywood Flames, the Original Platters, and the Squires that recorded for the Combo label. And it features lead singer Gaynell Hodge, who wrote this tune. Let's go to April of 1958 for the Turks on Keane, and their tune called Father Time.
Oh, Father Time, you keep ticking away. Oh, Father Time, minutes into hours, and hours into days. You just keep ticking away. Oh, Father Time, what's in the future for me? You just go on and on. What is my destiny? You just keep away. Father Time, is there love for me? Father Time, if I knew what a joy it would be. Father Time, help me to understand the true meaning of life. For I know it's so grand. You just keep away.
That's Gaynell Hodge on lead with Bumps Blackwell and the orchestra. They're called the Turks. The Turks from April 1958. Father Time is the name of that one. As we continue here on the Father's Day special, this next song actually combines two names in the title that defines my Father's Day theme tonight. It includes both Papa and Daddy, and the song was written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. It's on the Atlantic record label, and let's give a listen to Miss Ruth Brown. Ruth Brown here from August 1959. Ruth Brown on Atlantic, and her tune, it's called Papa Daddy.
Papa Daddy bought me a talking crow. Papa Daddy bought me a big red bow. Papa Daddy said, I bought you these. Come on, sugar, pretty please. How about a hug and a little squeeze? Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, shame on you.
said, I'm gonna kiss you. Papa Daddy did what he said he'd do. Papa Daddy sat me on his knee, said, little girl, I'm 63, but I'm a better man than Stagger Lee. Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, shame on you. Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy, Papa Daddy.
That's Ms. Ruth Brown. Ruth Brown, 2 words in the title of that song that Johnny G's playing tonight. Papa Daddy is the name of that one, August 1959, one of her many, many releases on the Atlantic record banner. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening, spinning original vinyl 45s. It's the All Father's Day theme show. I don't do a lot of theme shows, but I have done them from time to time. Daryl has given me a couple of suggestions to receive suggestions from a lot of you listeners out there. So let's continue here. Let's go back to Philadelphia, PA for the second overall release for this artist who went on to a very successful solo career, which began starting back in 1958, and he continued into the mid-1980s. Now, this is his second overall release on Grover Barber's B label, B Records out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Some rare 45s on this label. But we go to February 59, Bunny Sigler and the Cardells on the B label. It's called Laddie Daddy. It's early, Johnny G lost his place. Bunny Sigler there. Bunny Sigler and the Cardells from February 1959. Laddie Daddy is the name of that one. Came out on the B record label. Lots of rare 45s on that B label. The Teen Kings, for one, is a very rare 45 that I do have. A lot of those records were destroyed by the label owner for some reason. Anyway, we'll get that one on. I haven't played that Teen Kings in a while. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening as we continue. Posted this one up on my Facebook wall. You can check out this label. We go to Chicago, Illinois. This cool 45 on Sunra's Saturn label, and vinyl 45s and LPs associated with Sun Ra in high demand nowadays for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of his cosmic philosophy and knowledge of the stars and planets. And by the way, my girlfriend Barbara, she really digs the planet and space stuff for sure. But it's the second of two for this group called the Cosmic Rays. It features Calvin Barron on lead. Let's go to March of 1960. The Cosmic Rays on Saturn Records with their tune called Daddy's Gonna Tell You No Lie. Out of Chicago, Illinois, they're called the Cosmic Rays. The Cosmic Rays, Calvin Barron on lead there. March 1960 release, Daddy's Gonna Tell You No Lie is the name of that one. Came out on Sun Ra's Saturn record label. And I love the bongos and the mention of the record shops and the lyrics. That's pretty cool, I have to say. And also Sun Ra's Orchestra is how they spelt it on the label. Johnny G here for my Father's Day special theme show as we continue. And a little out of sequence here for this next 45, although the song was re-released for a third time, believe it or not, in 1960 on the ABC Paramount record label, as the lead singer for this group had a national hit when he went solo in 1960 called Good Time, and his name is Jimmy Jones. Now, he would be the lead singer of a group called the Pretenders. They recorded on many different labels through their career, but this song originally came out on the Central label in October of 1958, really an ultra-rare 45 on the Central label. It was then picked up in December of 58 by Apt Records, and as I mentioned, a third time in 1960 on the ABC Parent Paramount record label, but it fits my Father's Day theme tonight, so I'm featuring it on Apt Records. I have a white promo, this one from December 58. These are the Pretenders featuring Jimmy Jones on lead with a song entitled Daddy Needs Baby.
They need baby of oneself.
I do.
They need baby of oneself.
I do. I love you.
One more, daddy love baby. All for myself.
I promise to be true to one and only you. I cross my heart, I do. I love you. I do. I love you.
I need baby on one side. Hey! They need baby all for themselves.
I do.
As Jimmy Jones and the Pretenders' December 58 release on the Apt record label, Daddy Needs Baby is the name of that one. Originally on the Central label, that black and silver Central label, ultra rare if you have it on that label. Johnny G here, continuing with the All Daddy's theme show tonight for all you papas out there. We go back to Detroit, Michigan for another duet. It's on Johnny May Matthews' Northern label. Now, the odd thing about this 45 is that they reversed the names of the duo from the A side to the B side, and they're called Fruit and Skip on one side, and on the B side they're called Skip and Fruit. Well, the A side of the 45 features Fruit on lead along with the Algiers chorus, and I bet Fruit is really Jay Folsom, and no mention of his first name on the label, but the label is pretty cool looking. Northern Records it's called. But anyway, this is from 1960. Give a listen to Fruit and Skip on the Northern label with a song called Heavenly Father. From 1960 there on the Northern label out of Detroit, Michigan, Fruit and Skip and the Algiers Chorus, Heavenly Father is the name of that one. Anyway, the flip side, it mentions Skip and Fruit, and Jay Bennett, I bet, is Skip, but also the Distance recorded on this label. The Distance, they have, they were, a couple of those members went on to join the Temptations for Barry on the Motown Empire. Anyway, Johnny G here. We are in Vinyl Treasure overtime, so we're going to continue here with the Father's Day special. And this next 45 is out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's on Herbert Schiff's HAP label, HAP Records here. Now, Herbert owned a clothing store and also was a part-time country music promoter, but he also owned his own record label. Now, both sides of this 45 are pretty nice. Now, this gal's name is Gloria Ramsey. She's being backed up by an uncredited vocal group. Some thought this might have been the Impressions, but I doubt it. But anyway, let's give it a spin here from May 1960. Gloria Ramsey and group on HAP Records. It's called Good Poppin' Daddy.
I got a good poppin' daddy. Good poppin' daddy. I got a good poppin' daddy. Good poppin' daddy. I got a good poppin' daddy. Good poppin' daddy. I got a good poppin' daddy. Good poppin' daddy. I got a good poppin' daddy. Oh yeah. Well, he's standing on the corner, doing no harm. Along came the police. He grabbed him by the arm. He carried him round the corner. He rang the little bell. He called a black rap. Put my daddy in jail. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. Oh yeah. Well, he woke up for his breakfast. His bread was cold and stale. His coffee tastes like backwards juice around the counter. Pork chop tastes like rubber, a dictionary cheese. Please, Mr. Police, have mercy on me. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. Oh yeah. Well, he's standing on the corner, doing no harm. Along came the police, he grabbed him by the arm. He carried him round the corner, he rang the little bell. He called a black rap, put my daddy in jail. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. He's a good poppin' daddy. Oh yeah. Daddy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Daddy. Daddy.
Her name is Gloria Ramsey. Gloria Ramsey and an uncredited vocal group there on the HAP label. Good Poppin' Daddy is the name of that one from May 1960. Johnny G's your Good Poppin' DJ here for a Saturday evening. It's my All Father's Day special. Let's continue here. We move into 1961, actually with a hit. Johnny G does not feature many hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, but it's nice to do it once in a while, and I haven't heard this one in quite a long time, I have to say, and it fits my Father's Day theme. It's a wonderful song. It features James Shepard on lead. I'm featuring it on the pink stock copy. Also comes out on a white disc jockey copy and the common red stock for you collectors out there. It's on B. Castlin's Hull record label. This one from March 61. Give a listen to Shep and the Limelights. Shep and the Limelights with their classic tune, a song entitled Daddy's Home.
You're my love, You're my angel. You're the girl of my dream. I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. It wasn't on a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday went by. It wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was cry. But I made a promise that you treasure. I made it back home to you. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. Daddy's home to stay. I'm not 1,000 miles away.
As Lee mentioned, that is a classic tune for sure for Shep and the Limelight's March 1961. Daddy's Home is the name of the tune. That one there on the Hull record label, and feature that on a styrene press that plays pretty nice for sure. And I have another song by Shep and the Limelight's coming up later on in the show if I get to it. Johnny G here doing Vinyl Treasure Overtime on the Father's Day special. We dedicate it to all you fathers out there tuned in to the Vinyl Treasure show. We go back to Brooklyn, New York, and Windsor King is the lead singer of this group. Now, in the 50s, he was a member of the Five Royales that recorded on King Records. And in 1960, he formed his own group. They were called the Cashmeres. And they had releases on the Lake label and the Laurie label. Now, this is their third on Laurie. And it sort of reminds me of an Isley Brothers song, but it fits my Father's Day theme tonight. This one from October 61, Windsor King on lead. These are the Cashmeres on Laurie. It's called Papa Said.
Papa said, son, I hear you gonna take a while. Oh yeah, and you said you love her with a love so true. Oh, but I'm telling you, son, this is what you gotta do. And then he said you better check her friends out, check her phones out, check her love out, leave her note down. And Papa said, if she loves you, if she needs you, if her thoughts are just to please you. Papa said, Papa said, Papa said, Papa said, you gotta make sure that love is real. You gotta find out exactly exactly how she feels. You said you love her with the love. But I'm telling you, son, this is what you gotta do. And then he said you gotta take your friends out, take your phones out, take your love out, leave no doubt. Papa said, Papa said, Papa said. I said hold it, I said hold it, I said hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it right now. She really loves me, she really needs me. Her only thought is just to please me. She wants to marry, don't want to tarry. She wants to see me, she'll never leave me. I'll change everything about her. I know that what can I do without her? Papa, I know her love is real. You really love me, so you know how I feel. She's alright.
You know, you make me want to shout. There you go. Those are the Cashmeres. Cashmeres from October 1961 on the Laurie record label there with a song entitled Papa Said, sounding a lot like the Isley Brothers or Joey D and the Starlighters. Shout. Johnny G here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime on the Father's Day special. Here we go to Agawam, Massachusetts. For this girl group, they consisted of Judy Chanelli, Maureen Grady, and Nancy and Judy Roy. Collectively, they were called the Velveteens. They have this release that fits my Father's Day theme. It was written by the label owner Chuck Liddell. It came out on a label called Stark Records. We go back to May of '61. They're called the Velveteens on Stark. It's called Please, Holy Father.
Holy Father of above, please protect the boy I love. Keep him safe and keep him sound, no matter when or where he's found. Help him to know and help him to see just what his love means to me. Please, Holy Father, please. Holy Father of above, please protect the boy I love. He's so gentle, he's so sweet. He's what makes my life complete. I dream of him the whole night through, praying that he will love me too. Please, Holy Father, please. Thank you, Father in heaven above, for sending me this boy to love. You picked him out from all the rest because you knew I'd love him best. I'll be faithful in every way and love him more every day. So please, Holy Father, please. Holy Father of above, please protect the boy I love. Keep him strong and keep him pure, for he's the one I love, I'm sure. This is the wish I beg of you, make my world of dreams come true. Please, Holy Father, please. Please, Holy Father, please. Please, Holy Father.
That one there from May '61 for the Velveteens, Please Holy Father, the name of that one on the Stark label. I think they may have changed that title to like Teen Prayer or something. I don't know, something like that. Johnny G here for a Saturday evening. I have the other ones too, and all different types of label styles on that record, by the way. Anyway, we are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Let's go back to Philadelphia for this next artist. His name is Carlo Geraci. He had 2 releases on the Chancellor label. Now, this is his second, arranged by Tico Wilshire, and there's a vocal group backing him up on this. It's either the 4 J's or the Fabulous 4, probably one of those those two groups. But this is from December 61, Carlo Geraci on Chancellor, and it's a tune. It's a tune called Daddy Knows Best.
Daddy knows best. Oh, Daddy knows best. Whoa. Daddy knows best. When I say that I love you and I promise to be true, believe me, don't think twice, 'cause Daddy knows best. Oh yeah, your little daddy knows best. Daddy knows best. And those times when I'm out late and I leave you home to wait, believe me, don't think twice, 'cause Daddy knows best. Oh yeah, your little daddy knows best. You know there is no other. The facts they're plain to see. Yeah, your father and your mother will only give you sympathy if my love don't pass the test. Just stay cool, I'll do the rest. Like I told you once before, your daddy knows best. Oh yeah, your little daddy knows best. Yeah, the facts, they're plain to see. But your father and your mother will only give you sympathy if my love don't pass the test. Just stay cool, I'll do the rest. Like I told you once before, your daddy knows best. Oh yeah, your daddy knows best. Whoa.
Whoa, as Johnny G loses his place there. Anyway, that is out of Philadelphia. Carlo Geraci's his name, December 1961 on the Chancellor label. Daddy Knows Best is the name of the tune. Also recorded as Carlo and the Secrets in 62 on the Throne label. I have that 45. Also get that one on a future Vinyl Treasure show. As we continue with the Father's Day special, this next 45 is a pretty rare one. It's on William R. Martin's Harwood label. Now, the label lists all the group members, but only their first name. They are Henry, Sam, and Joe with Dave on lead. Like we really know who all these people are. But anyway, and it says to the right, the mom and dad girl is Celeste M. And I'm guessing that Celeste M is really a label owner's daughter, but it fits my Father's Day theme for tonight. This one from 1962, they're called The Upsets. The Upsets on Harwood. It's called Mom and Dad.
I love mommy, I love daddy, oh I really do. I love mommy, I love daddy, oh I really do. I need a nickel, I need a dime. They seem to find. I love mommy, I love daddy, I love mommy, I love daddy. Oh, oh, oh. me cry. I love mommy, I love dad. Oh, I really do. They are so sweet,
Mommy,
they are so sweet.
Daddy.
They're called the Upsets there. The Upsets from 62 on the Harwood record label Mom and Dad. The dad part, of course, is part of our theme for you fathers out there. As we continue here, we go back to Chicago, Illinois for this next Father's Day song, and it's the group's debut single on Leonard Chess's Chess label, co-written by the lead singer. His name is Maurice McAllister. They're called The Radiance. This one from August 62, The Radiance on Chess, with their tune. It's called Father Knows Best.
Whenever I'm in trouble, I ask my dad for his advice. And everything he said, it always seems to turn out right. That's why I talked to Dad the other night. Oh, what to do to make my baby act right? He said, son, all you got to do is take my advice. He said to make your girl love you, son, to make her kiss and hug, you gotta get tougher and treat her wrong. And if she cries, son, so what? She's trying to put you to a test. So watch your step and don't forget, son, you know your father knows best. If she gets mad and wants to quit you, here's what you say. That, all right, baby, I don't care if you do. Remember, son, there's another girl that's waiting just for you. He said to make your girl love you, son, to make her kiss and hug, you gotta get tougher and treat her wrong. And if she kiss you, son, so what? Your girl's no different from the rest. She's trying to see what she can get, son. You know your father knows best. I took my father's advice and I did just what he said. Yeah, yeah, my baby thought that I was out of my head. I asked my dad what went wrong. He looked at me and said, oh, another thing about your girl you should know, that if she's something like your mother, here's what you do. You better do the things to show her that you love her. And if you don't, you'll be getting in a whole world of trouble. If you want your girl to love you, son, and always listen her, you better show her that you love her. I took my father's advice and I did just what he said. Yeah, yeah, my baby thought that I was out of my head. I asked my dad what went wrong. He looked at me and said, oh, another thing about your girl you should know, that if she's something like your mother, here's what you do. You better do the things to show her that you love her. And if you don't, or you'll be getting in a whole world of trouble. If you want your girl to love you, son, and always listen her, you better be nicer, treat her right, and call her up, son, every night. Now don't forget, son, your pa's advice, 'cause one day soon, son, she'll be your wife. And if you ever want a happy life, you better take your pa's advice. And don't you ever sneak out late at night, 'cause if you do, son,
That's a debut single for The Radiance there. Maurice McAllister on lead, their first on Leonard Chess's Chess label. Father Knows Best is the name of that one from August 1962. Remember, I bought a 45 one time at a garage sale. It was Rinky Dink by Dave Baby Cortez, but when you played the record, it was that song. They really screwed the labels up on that one. Johnny G's here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. We're continuing with the Father's Day special here. And 6 records ago, we heard from this Queens, New York group with Daddy's Home, which was their first on the Hull label. For Shep and the Limelights, but here is their 5th, written by the lead singer James Shepard. This one charted number 13 on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. We go to April of 62 for Shep and the Limelights on the Hull label, a song entitled What Did Daddy Do?
Did I to run by coming home. Have you found somebody new? I've called you twice, no answer at all. The telephone. I'd like to know what did Daddy do? Your best friend forgot to tell me that someone was trying to take my place. I know I shouldn't have stayed away so long. Daddy loves you, that's all I can say. Just for your love, I traveled night and a day. Oh, I'm crazy about you. I need you so, you're driving me crazy. And by the way, I'd like to know what did Daddy do?
That's the fifth release on Hull for Shep and the Limelights. April 62 release. Song entitled What Did Daddy Do? It fits our Father's Day theme for this evening, and we continue here. And this next song was inspired by the TV Western show The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp. It starred Hugh O'Brien, and the group was called The Emblems. This side features Tommy Staunch on lead. We go to 1962. Give a listen to The Emblems on Bayfront, and their tune's called Bang Bang Shoot 'em Daddy.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold.
Hey, last night on my TV show, I dug Wyatt Earp, and here's how it goes, it goes, it goes.
Bang, bang, shoot 'em daddy, 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 bang, 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 bang. Change all my shooting daddy, see what the man was saying, and I heard that noise, then I jumped away and went in a bang, 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 bang. It was a hot cowboy Wyatt Earp was his name. He was being chased by an outlaw gang that went a bang, 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 bang. They had him covered from all four sides, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. So he ducked behind a rock down at Eagle Pass and went on. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold.
He goes, he goes, he goes.
Bang, bang, shoot 'em daddy, bang, bang, shoot 'em daddy, bang, bang, shoot 'em daddy.
That group called The Emblems. Remember hearing that the first time on the Gus Gossard Show. 1962, Bayfront Records out of New York City. Bang Bang Shoot 'em Daddy is the name of the tune. It featured Tommy Staunch, oddly. Now, Tommy Staunch would later become Tommy Van of Tommy Van and the Echoes on the Academy label. Now, I was showing those watching in the YouTube chat room there on the webcam that there are two variations of this 45. One of the presses has the address feature that shows room 1111 and the 1650 Broadway address and the long title, which is called Bang Bang Shoot 'em Daddy. Then there's another press that just gives 1650 Broadway with just which is shorter title, Bang Bang Shoot 'em. And I played that copy because that's the cleaner copy, cleaner sounding copy. Johnny G's here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Hope you're digging the special show tonight. If you'd like me to do more specials, you have ideas, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Or if you missed some of the show, you can go to the YouTube channel, Johnny G's Vinyl Treasures. You can watch the show again or go back and check it out. Let's continue here. This next female singer, she's from Beaumont, Texas. Her real name is Barbara Ozin, and this is her second release on the Jamie label, follow-up to her biggest hit, a great tune she does. It's called You'll Lose a Good Thing. This one from July 62. Give a listen to Miss Barbara Lynn. Barbara Lynn on Jamie. It's called Letter to Mommy and Daddy.
And Daddy, telling them that things will be better, and that I'm coming home. No more will I roam. This is a letter, oh yeah, to Mommy and Daddy. I know how you miss me, and how I miss you too. But don't worry, Mommy and Daddy, I'll be right there with you. So this is a letter, yes, this is a letter. This is a letter, oh yeah, to Mommy and Daddy. Don't worry too much. Sleep tight, Daddy. I'll be there with just a touch. So this is a letter. Yes, it's a wonderful letter. This is a letter. Oh yeah, to me and Daddy. Sleep tight, Mommy. Sleep tight, Daddy. Don't worry too much. So this is a letter. Yes, this is a wonderful letter. This is my letter. Me and Daddy.
That's Ms. Barbara Lynn, July 1962, the follow-up to You Lose a Good Thing, a song entitled Letter to Mommy and Daddy. Came out on the Jamie label out of Philadelphia, PA. Now, her first release was earlier in 1962 on the Eric label, a song called Give Me a Break. That's a song I really do like by Barbara Lynn. As we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, this next singer is from Wilmington, Delaware. He won a talent contest where first prize was a record contract with Jimmy McCracklin's Art Tone record label, and this was the result. Actually, I'm featuring the B-side of his debut 45, which fits our theme tonight. We're going to send this one out to Ron and Dorothy, the doo-wop couple listening up in Minnesota, I think. Is that right? I think that's where they are. But this one from February 62, his name is Lou Kaz. Lou Kaz on Art Tone, and the song is called Daddy Long Leg.
Well now, who's the guy that's got the hip, got the jump?
Score daddy long legs, score daddy long
And tell me, who's the guy that's got the slick chicks a screaming?
Score daddy long legs, score daddy long
Who's the slickest in town? I mean the coolest around.
Score daddy long legs,
Daddy long legs. He's got the hip, got the jumping. Daddy long legs. He's got slick chicks screaming. He's not good looking, that I know. But when he starts shaking, he say, go, 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 daddy long legs. Daddy long, 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 long legs. Daddy long legs. He's the slickest in town, I mean the coolest around. Well, when he's on that dance floor, you for more. Daddy keeps it rocking, his legs and never get sore. He rocks in the morning, he rocks in the night. He rocks and rolls to the early, early night. Yeah, daddy long legs. Daddy long, 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 long legs. Daddy long legs. He's the slickest in town, I mean the coolest around. Well, when he's on that dance floor, you for more. Daddy keeps a rocking his legs and never gets sore. He rocks in the morning, he rocks in the night. He rocks and rolls to the early, early night. Yeah, daddy long legs. Daddy long, 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 long legs. Go daddy long legs. He's the slickest in town, I mean the coolest around. Oh yes. Oh yes.
February 62 release for Lou Kaz. Lou Kaz there on Jimmy McCracklin's Art Tone record label. Lots of blues, good blues on that label. That's Daddy Longlegs. As we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, we heard the original version of this song as done by Shep and the Limelights on the Hull label a bit earlier, but Gene Chandler does a nice cover of this too, and it's with his backup group, the Duke K's. Now, the odd thing on this 45 is that Gene's name is not mentioned on the label, but VJ does do a plug for Gene's current LP at the time. It says on the label, taken from the VJ LP, the 1040 VJ LP, the Duke of Earl, and uses that like where you would see Gene Chandler's name on the label. So they really don't mention his name. They're guessing that you already know who he is. But anyway, you got to file this one with your Gene Chandler 45s. It's from June 62. He's called the Duke of Earl, a.k.a. Gene Chandler on VJ Records. His rendition of the tune Daddy's Home.
You're my love, you're my angel, you're the girl of my dream. I'd thank you, oh baby, for waiting patiently. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. His side. Your best friend told me, oh baby, you got teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. It wasn't on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday went by. It wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was die. But I made a promise that you'd treasure. I made it back home to you. I wait for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend told me, oh baby, you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home. Daddy's home to stay. Ooh, Gino's home to stay. I'm not 1,000 miles away.
Cover tunes here on the Father's Day special. The Duke of Earl, a.k.a. Gene Chandler there. His rendition of the Shep and the Limelights tune, Daddy's Home, June 62 release. VJ Records for that one. We're winding down here on the special theme Father's Day show. I have another girl group sound out of New York City. This group recorded 2 on High Weiss's Old Town record label, as both of their singles co-written and produced and arranged by Herb Bernstein. This is their first from September of '63. They're called Earlene and Her Girlfriends. It's on Old Town Records. The song is called My Dada Say.
I always lose the boy I love. My life is awful gray. So I asked my dada what to do, and this is what he said. My dada said, you won't win his heart by giving all your love. My dada said, don't ever treat him like a boy way up above. Make him real mad, treat him real bad. Don't be a silly kid, do like mama did. My dada said, don't ever let him know that your heart's on fire. My dada said, 'cause if you do, he's gonna lose all his desire. If you be his queen, treat him real mean, make him sad and blue. That's the thing to do. My dada
Ollie, put him down. Make him crawl on the ground.
and dada said, when he has no more tears to cry.
Go out and find yourself another guy.
My dada said, don't ever let him know that your heart's on fire. My dada said, 'cause if you do, he's gonna lose all his desire. If you be his queen, treat him real mean, make him sad and blue. That's the thing to do. My dada said.
It sounds like Irma Thomas's Breakaway, I think. I don't know who did it first, if it's if hers was 64 and that was 63. But anyway, it sounded like that. September 63, Earlene and Her Girlfriends, My Dada Say, is the name of the tune. Came out on High Weiss's Old Town record label. We're closing down here. Let's continue for a few more now. This next song is sort of an answer tune to the Heartbeats, 1,000 Miles Away. It's done by this group from the Bronx, New York. They're called the El Cieros. The El Cieros. And this comes on green vinyl, which I do have, which is much rarer than the black vinyl copy. I just couldn't find it in time. But this is on the Yussels label out of Newark, New Jersey. It's from 1963. The El Cieros on Yussels. It's called, the full title, it's Daddy's Coming Home, parentheses, from 1,000 Miles Away.
You're 1,000 miles away, but I still have your love to remember you by. Oh, my darling, dry your eyes. Daddy's coming home soon. On my knees every day, all I do is pray, baby, just for you. Hoping, darling, love me too. Daddy's coming home soon. Maybe on a Sunday morning. Oh, baby. Maybe on a Tuesday afternoon. Oh, baby. But no matter what the day is, I'm going to make it do my business to get home soon. But I still have your love to remember you by. Oh, my darling, dry your eyes. Daddy's coming home soon. Daddy's coming home soon.
They're called the El Cieros. El Cieros from 1963. Basically, that is 1,000 Miles Away, the song, the words, etc. But it's called Daddy's Coming Home, parentheses, from 1,000 Miles Away. It came out on the Yussels record label. We're going to get all these in before we close down tonight here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We go back to Brooklyn, New York for this next group. It's the first of three for a group called the High Keys. Came out on the Atco record label, arranged by Charlie Colello, written by Bob Crew and the lead singer. His name is Troy Keys. This is from June of 63. The High Keys on Atco. It's called Daddy Ooh Long Legs.
They call me Oops Daddy Ooh Long Legs. They say I look like I'm dancing on eggs. I'm a long, I'm a lean, I'm a lanky too. Do the wild boat, this one, two, see, ooh. Shoot daddy ooh long legs. Shoot daddy ooh long legs. Ah, come on girls, now get in line. Daddy. They wrote that song about me so fine. They say that I'm a poet and don't know it. I'm a long fella, my feet show it. Shoot daddy ooh long legs. Shoot daddy ooh long legs. Even though I'm a tall, I dig girls a little bigger. I dig 'em all when I pass them by. The girls sigh, what a all the other fellas
June 63 release there for the High Keys. Troy Keys on lead for that one. Daddy Ooh Longlegs is the name of that one. Came out on the Atco record label. Let's stay in 63. Let's go back to Detroit, Michigan, to Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label for the Marvelettes. This song became a single off their 1963 LP called The Marvelous Marvelettes. Made it up to 89 on Cashbox, 67 on Billboard. It features Gladys Horton on lead. Let's go to July 63 for the Marvelettes on Tamla. It's called My Daddy Knows Best.
My daddy told me that boys may say some things that aren't true. Things aren't true. Yeah. Promise many sweet things that they never intend to do. Whoa. You say your love is strong, and you never do me wrong. Never do me wrong. But let me tell you this. My daddy told me to open up my eyes and not be blind. Not be blind. Yeah. 'Cause every time I look at you, everything you do seems so fine. Seems so fine. I love you so, but I'll have to let you go unless you get up and get a job. Get up, get a job. Oh, get up and get a job. Get up, get a job. I'm gonna wait till you pass the test, 'cause my daddy knows best. No, my daddy knows best now. He doesn't want me to make no the same mistake. No, he says romance without finance can be a nuisance. Need your loving, but my daddy told me, yes, he told me that our love is fine. Love is fine. Whoa, but don't let it mislead you, 'cause daddy also said that love is blind. Love is blind. While you're in pool rooms, you should be in school rooms. And get up and get a job. Get up, get a job. Whoa, get up and get a job. Get up, get a job. I'm gonna wait till you pass the test, 'cause my daddy knows best. Don't care what you say. We've got to do it his way. Don't say that he's mean. I'll have to tell him everything.
Those are the Marvelettes. The Marvelettes from July 63 on the Tamla label. Gladys Horton on lead. My Daddy Knows Best. It's the All Father's Day special theme show here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. 3 more 45s to go before Johnny G signs off here. This next song is an answer tune to Shep and the Limelight's Daddy's Home. The group is from Brooklyn, New York. They were known as the Harps. We go to March of 1964. This is on the Laurie label. Give a listen to the Harps with Daddy's Going Away Again.
Daddy's going away again, and it won't be long. You broke his heart, and you done him wrong. Oh, you found a new love, one you think is a true love.
Lots of luck to you and your new guy.
He
to you and your new guy.
They're called the Harps. The Harps from March 1964, Laurie Records. Daddy's Going Away. The flip side's a cool up-tempo sound. It's called Marie. Johnny G getting down to the nitty-gritty here on the All Father's Day theme show. And here's one by a group called the Tams. They're from Atlanta, Georgia. They have a number of releases on the ABC Paramount record label. Now, the tune written by Ray Whitley wrote almost all their sides, I'm pretty sure, but it features Joseph Pope on lead. We go back to February 64 for the Tams on the ABC Paramount record label. Their tune's called You Lied to Your Daddy.
You lie. You lie.
You lied, 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 you lied to your daddy. You lied, 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 you lied to your daddy. You told me that your love was true, but look at me, girl, now I'm blue because you cheat, 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 cheat. Your love so tenderly, and then you took it away from me.
You lied to me.
You lied, you lied, you lied, you lied. You ran around, and then you put me down. How could you so cruel after I was so good to you? Tell me why.
You lied.
You told me that your love was true, but look at me, girl, now I'm blue because you cheat, 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 cheated. Your love so tenderly, and then you took it away from me.
You lied to me.
You lied, you lied, you lied, you lied. You lied, 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 you lied to your daddy. You lied, 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 you lied to your daddy. You cheat, 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 cheat.
February 1964 release there for the Tams. Joseph Pope on lead for that one. One of the many releases they do on the ABC Paramount record label. Song entitled You Lied to Your Daddy. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to my original vinyl 45s. If you want to get in touch with Johnny G, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Let me know if you like these specials. I have a lot of fun putting them together and listening to the songs. I haven't heard these records in a long time, so it's a lot of fun for me to do that, and hopefully for you, the Top Shelf Oldies listeners. Thank you, Charlene, for your help again last minute like this. But anyway, we're going to close the show tonight, the special Father's Day show tonight, with a girl group out of Los Angeles, California. It's their first release on Gene Autry's Challenge record label. It's written by the lead singer. Her name is Frances Gray. Frances Gray, she's the lead for the Francettes. This one's from July 64, the Francettes on Challenge. It's called Young Daddy. Johnny G, not a young daddy anymore, but that's going to be the closer. Hope you dug all the cool tunes, all your daddies and fathers out there. And tune in tomorrow evening for my buddy Dave the Rave and his Relics and Rarities show. Dave will be on from 9 to midnight. A lot of cool 60s records out of Dave's collection, so you want to check it out. Also check out all the other shows here on Top Shelf Oldies, beginning most nights at 8 p.m. right here on Top Shelf. So that's going to do it, folks. All you dads out there, have a happy Father's Day. I think it's supposed to rain later on in the afternoon, but anyway, have a great day, and everybody have a safe and happy week. I'll see you here next Saturday beginning at 10 p.m. for more 50s and early 60s 45s out of my collection. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
Oh, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, 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 young daddy. I fell in love with you. Look out, baby, find out what it takes. I'll be calm, I'll be cool in your hands, your feet. Hey, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, daddy. I'll be a slave for you. Tear down the stars from the skies. Come to me, you can land, baby. Hey, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy. Well, now can't you string along with my love for you, baby? Can't you see that I'm good for you? I love your style, I love your smile. Anything you do is really worthwhile. Oh, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, daddy. I fell in love with you. Look out, baby, find out what it takes. I'll be calm, I'll be cool in your hands, your feet. Hey, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, daddy. Hey, hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Well, now can't you string along with my love for you, baby? Can't you see that I'm good for you? I love your style, I love your smile. Anything you do is really worthwhile. Oh, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, daddy. I fell in love with you. And I'll baby find out what it takes. I'll be calm, I'll be cool in your hands, your feet. Hey, young daddy. Hey, hey, young daddy, daddy. Young daddy. Hey, hey, daddy. Young daddy. Hey, hey, daddy. Young daddy. Hey, hey,
Hey folks, thanks for sticking around. Daryl, I had those records too. I didn't want to specifically pick Father Sebastian because it was too specific to I guess a lot of the records, Heavenly Father was a religious song, but it was like a little bit more too specific. So, but I had it on the list. I had others. I did a list here. Where is it? I'm telling you, I spent a lot of time trying to find these records. I can't find my list now. But what do I do with it? There were a couple that I wanted to play, like the Four Winds on Warwick. That was a great record. There was the Adorables, I think, on Golden World from '64. Charlene, you know the ones what they were. I gave you that list. It's somewhere here. But what did I do with it? I wrote them all down. It was actually pretty. I don't know what I did with it, but dropping everything around here. But I had a few. I had about 61. I had to eliminate a couple of them because it was too long. I went 3 hours today, which was a long time. Let me show you this Francettes record. I don't think this is their first record, though. I think it's their first record on Challenge. They have a very rare record on Kentone Records, I think. I bought it from Jerry Diaz out in California a while back that I should play. I should do another girl group special. I really get a lot of action. A lot of people like those girl group records. But anyway, thank you all for sticking around, and you know, have a nice week. I'll see you here next Saturday with probably a lot of flip sides for these records too. There are a lot of up tempos. There's a lot of cool ballads on the flip sides there. But anyway, thanks again, Charlene. I'll see you all next week. Thanks again for sticking around. Much appreciated, and happy Father's Day. Take care.